learning new stuff. Algebra 2B, Unit 9, work for assessment 2. Yes, assessment 2. Alright, so here it comes. You've already done it, so I'll try to go fast. This is the first section. Put this A. What are you? A sub n, A sub 1, r raised to the power n minus 1. We got an A, R, and an N. In the interest of time, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to forget. Once you guys fill out your who am I, send it to the edge. If you haven't sent it out, fill in the band, the music, and the birthday. Don't send it once you do. Just put it on the edge, and I'll try to remember to get that. The A. Anybody want to say the A? Number 2? Uh-huh. Oh, I'm on the edge of your table. That was school anyway. 900 wins the game on that one. N. Anybody want to say the N?
I don't. 1/3.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking the R. Oh. N is always the number of terms. So this guy's 11. And then you said 3? He said nothing.
I got 2 answers, that's why then I wasted and I redid it and I didn't.
Yeah. All right. So the 1/3, I'm going to write the fraction version, but since on your with your calculator, it's probably going to spit out the decimal. You put the 300 over the 900. Second guy over the first, divide. Third guy over the second. I think you're supposed to do it twice to see if it will print out the same ratio. Ratio is the answer to, it's a fraction, but ratio you can also consider the actual answer to that problem, which is the 0.3. The 0.3 thing will get different answers. That is, I think if you put just 0.3, when you put it into the formula, it'll give one answer. You put 0.33, which you could, because the bar means you can have as many threes. You can't put like 6 threes. So basically, writing down the formula, putting it in the formula, a wrong answer at the end may still give the points depending on how well you set it up. Yeah. All right. So the A sub n is like A sub n is what you're asking. It's the question. Hey, what's the term, the 11th term in this sequence? Like the first one is a 900, the second one is a 300, the third one is a 100. I don't know what the next one in line is. If I divide by 3, it'll probably give it to me. So it's probably 33 point something. But they're saying, like, get down to number 11. Tell me what that number's going to be. That's what you're being asked. And whoever came up with this, however they figured it out, they're like, look, you don't have to do the long work. Once you get 3 pieces of the puzzle, you're good to go. So let's see what we got here. A, you're 900. R, you are a something. You are a, I'm going to put a 0.3 just because that's how I'm going to show my calculator. I think if you do 1 divided by 3, because it's going to do the long version, it will probably give you a more accurate answer. But if you write this on your paper, these two things, the obvious, the one that you have to memorize, and then what's n is 11. Now, this 11 minus 1, I could take it, but if you were to put a 10, just because it's minus 1, I would accept the 10. In any case, in your calculator, punch in some things. We're going to see what we got. I know Daisy has something, or she has 2 or 3 different things. The difference between a sequence and a series. A sequence is a list of numbers, usually separated by a comma. Or it is a list of numbers separated by a comma. It usually has a pattern. Okay? A series is the sum of those numbers. In other words, one, you just write the numbers. The other one, you add the numbers. A sequence, just write them. A series is when you add those very same numbers. A thing like this, sequence, put like plus number sign, comma, number sign, comma, number sign, comma. And then for series, please put number sign plus. Number sign plus. In other words, now this actually will be important. You will see it again at some point. Number sign plus number sign. Okay. Why don't you start us off? Tell me what you got.
Got 0.00531441.
I'm gonna go just to the 5-3. You get anything? Good. Anything, Melissa? .015. You get anything, Daniel? All right. Student one, punchers in again, see if it comes out differently. R is, the fraction thing. So this one is easy, just punch it in. The only trick on this one is when you do the bottom number on this fraction, the bottom part, you're going to need a parenthesis at the beginning and the end. Otherwise, the calculator may read it incorrectly. So let me set up just one of those. That make up a problem. I'm going to set up one and then say something about fractions. On the test, I have two fractions. And some students couldn't quite figure it out. But really, your calculator does all the work, so it's all about setting it up. So let's see if I can get to one of those at the bottom. Hey, but Thomas, aren't you going to do one in the middle section? No, just look at it. Save that one for your notes. Like, how will we know how to do that one? It's still ARN. The puzzle is, you set up the puzzle, and you just put things in the puzzle where they go. The last two problems are 9 and 10. You know how we separated some of the, when you ask for the sum, you're adding numbers. And so there's a formula up there that says something about the sum. I have my paper. So this bottom section, here's what I'm going to do with this bottom section. Can I do this? How can I do this? Do this? How can I do this? I'm not sure what you can do with your space, but here, I'll do it down here. I'm going to make up a problem on 10. Eventually you can find space to do the real problem, but I want to make up ooh, watch this. I don't even know how this is going to work, but I just did it. Watch this. I'm genius. Dang, now I know how my professors did it. Oh, it's so cool. I'm smart like they were. I'm making up problems. But while the professor's talking, I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So he's making up a problem like, okay, whatever. You can do whatever. Just tell me what to do. Make these problems fractions. In other words, the ones aren't there, but on the test, they'll have fraction. Okay? So here's the trick. This is a formula. Write down A1 minus R. I can't remember what you should have, what papers you should have. I don't know if it's something before. I feel like you're looking up some on the computer. Yeah, see if you have anything for that. I'm going to give you a sheet that goes with it that you can begin the process on. The A is easy. The R, well, it should be interesting to see what people get for the R. Hey, what's the A on this one, someone?
1 over 1,000.
It's like 1,000, but it's longer. Yeah, the first guy in line. But I feel like I know what you meant. I hope you meant that. The A over the R, you got to put this first fraction all over the second fraction over the first.
I got 1 E negative 6. I'm not sure what's going
In your calculator, probably not right. In your calculator, you do need parentheses. So what you have to do is parenthesis 1 divided by 1,000, close parenthesis, divided by, open parenthesis, 1 divided by 10,000, close parenthesis. In other words, the first fraction has to be in parentheses above the division. The bottom fraction has to be in parentheses below the division. Without that, I'll do wacky stuff.
So we'll do the parentheses and then put a division sign?
Uh-huh.
Alright, and what do we do after that? Again?
The bottom guy with parentheses. If ever you had a thing you had to divide like that, but you didn't have a calculator, guess what's really happening? See if I can say this to them. Alright, listen to this. I may revolutionize your life right here. If ever you divide... Revolutionize your life. What? What are you going to do? No. I'm revolutionizing your life. Whatever. I got to finish this problem. I would love my life revolutionized. I'm going to teach you how to find money in the ground wherever you go. Huh? I don't want any money. 9,990. Anybody else punched something in their calculator and got something the same or different?
I got negative 1.1 negative.
Negative 1.1. Then something with the E.
Yeah, I mean, E negative 5.
Is a negative 5 an exponent or next door to it? Is there a third person got anything? You said E negative 0.5?
Negative 5.
Negative 5. Anybody get anything different than that? These are both kind of weird. All right, so why is the teacher concerned? Here's why the teacher's concerned. And eventually you get the feel stuff, which makes you semi-smart. Now, I do say memorization is what makes you smart, but I'm remembering why this feels weird. Do me a favor, look at the pattern. Oh, wait. I made up a new problem. You're small, you're bigger, you're bigger. That 990 may make sense. You got a negative 1. But did you get something?
I can't even get first step.
All right, 191 for the next one, 112 and 832. 112, 832. 112, 832. All right, there's a way that sweet n is a number of terms. N, number of terms. Now again, I hope you can start feeling this whole memory thing. Like, I can't remember that. Okay, but I do remember it, which makes me seem smarter than you. But I'm not. I'm just a dude who's been dealing with it longer. So like if someone asks me a number of terms, so there's your N, and can someone say out loud what the A is? That's the easiest thing. Yeah. A, there are 2 A's and an N. The A1 is to differentiate it from the A sub N. I wonder what the A stands for. Why they chose A? It seems like they would have chosen T's. T's as in terms. Yeah, I wonder why. All right, A sub 1, someone says the 1. Anybody know what the N is? Say it again for me. Say it again. A sub N. Daniel. Yeah, it's 191. I know, through your maze, it's like, he just asked, I'll wait, they say jump. What did he call me? Which you would have gotten it because you had to think. Melissa, you're coming up next. What is it? 191. Hey, how do you know it's 191? It's the last number in the sequence. We don't know all the in-betweeners. But the way they answer the question, and so it'll be there. So when you watch the video or not watch it, you have all the pieces of the puzzle. I'll go to number 4, so I have space there. They want the sequence. What's this formula? Formula number 4.
That's formula number 1.
Say it. The one above it. It's not this one, but the one above it.
A to N, the lowercase n.
A sub N.
A sub n equals A 1.
A sub 1. Is there a D in it?
No. There's a R to the power of n. Times.
All right. Can you see it? Can you see how it's the same thing? On this one, A, R, N. I don't have time to ask you, but the A I see is that guy. The N is always the number of terms. And what do they want the other thing to be? An R. An R? Are you sure? Are you sure it's an R, not a D? Something isn't right. Everybody agree with him? It's an R? Yeah?
You're number 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they don't disagree with you. Alright. What's the R? Something's not right. This is supposed to be a decent one.
The A plus B and minus 1.
Yeah. Is that on this page? There are 3 forms on this page, or just 2?
You're doing number 6.
Track. That's gonna give us a weird answer. So it's gonna be 1,000 still minus that. And 997 minus that. Here's going to give us a 3. Here's going to give us a 3. The D, rather than an R, is the middle term. So it's a D, the second A. The N thing is still the same. N is the same, A is the same. The D, you get it from subtracting. It's called the common difference. That's the only difference between this one. Is still a formula. I'm going to plug things in. The question is, why is he writing this down so that when they watch the video, which if you don't, I can't help you this time.
What's the A for that one?
It's the first number still, A sub n, A sub 1 rather, 1003. So I'm going to put it in the formula here if I can do it really fast. I think I can. A sub 1, you're a 1003. The D we said is a 3. Say it again, please. Subtraction. It's a negative 3. Thank you. I did 1,000 minus 3. The second number goes over the first. The third one goes over the second. Same way we did before, but instead of it being division, it's subtraction. So it's a negative 3. And the N is a 53. Now again, I can say it fast here where it's hard to do, but at home you can pause it, you can see it.